Welcome to the Automated Daily, Top News Edition. I'm your host, Trend Teller, bringing you the most important news from around the globe. Today is the 13th of September, 2023, and we have a lot to cover, so let's dive right in. Starting off with a tragic update from Libya, where the aftermath of Storm Daniel has left the eastern part of the country in a state of devastation. The city of Derna has been hit the hardest, with the storm's fury causing the collapse of 2 dams and sweeping away buildings and cars. The death toll is feared to be in the thousands, with the health minister predicting it could rise to 10,000. The situation is further complicated by the country's political divide, but international assistance is on its way from countries including the United Arab Emirates, Egypt, Jordan, Turkey, and the United States. Moving on to energy news. The International Energy Agency has predicted that the demand for oil, gas, and coal will reach an all-time high before 2030. This is due to a combination of changing energy policies, the development of clean technologies, and the forced move away from gas in Europe following the Russian invasion of Ukraine. However, the pace of transition away from fossil fuels is not fast enough to keep global warming within the target of 1.5 degrees Celsius. In health news, the Pirola Covid variant, also known as BA.2.86, has been detected in 15 countries worldwide. This variant has 34 more mutations than the original Omicron variant, which could potentially make it more resistant to vaccines. The UK government has brought forward the autumn vaccine program as a precautionary measure. Turning to science, a study published in the journal Science has shed light on the cause of the devastating earthquakes that struck Turkey and Syria in February 2023. The study found that an interrupted chat between fault lines led to a seismic cascade that resulted in a larger than usual total rupture length and more destruction. In tech news, the Google antitrust trial has begun, with the Justice Department and states accusing Google of using its power in online search to exclude competitors and maintain a monopoly. The outcome of this trial could have significant implications for the tech industry and the balance of power among large tech companies. Back to the United States, where a record-breaking number of billion-dollar weather disasters have occurred in 2023. These disasters, which include severe storms, tornadoes, hailstorms, flooding, and wildfires, have caused over $57.6 billion in damage and resulted in 253 fatalities. Climate change is believed to be a significant factor in the increase in these disasters. Over in France, Apple has been ordered to stop selling its iPhone 12 model due to radiation levels that exceed legal limits. If Apple fails to respond within 2 weeks, a recall of all iPhone 12 devices in circulation may be ordered. In labor news, the United Auto Workers is threatening to strike against General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis if tentative contract agreements aren't reached by Thursday night. This could test President Joe Biden's claim of being the most pro-union president in U.S. history and could have economic repercussions nationwide. Finally, new research has found that Antarctic sea ice levels are entering a new low state due to warming ocean temperatures. Climate scientists are calling for urgent action on reducing fossil fuel emissions to mitigate the impacts of climate change on Antarctic sea ice patterns. Lastly, flash flooding in central Massachusetts has prompted officials in 2 cities to declare states of emergency. Governor Maura Healey described the flooding as catastrophic and said she would be visiting the affected areas. And that's a wrap for today's edition of the Automated Daily. I'm Trend Teller, reminding you to stay informed, stay safe, and stay curious. Tune in tomorrow for more top news stories. Goodbye for now.